Councillors Qasim Ali, Abdijaliil, supporters and other organisers, and above all the students for whom we've come here today. It's an honour to be invited to be present at this celebration of the achievements of Somali, or British Somali graduates in the UK who are members of the Baraka Community Association. Of course, the word Baraka is very nice because it means blessing, always related to blessing, if I'm not mistaken. I am Dori Schmetterling, Deputy Mayor of the Royal Borough of Kensington, Chelsea, and I'm accompanied by my wife, Fariba, who is sitting on the front table too. I am also Councillor for Pembridge Ward. For a change, the venue here is not so far from my ward, which is just the other side of Holland Park Avenue, Notting Hill Gate. For those not from London, this won't mean anything to you. The edge of the ward is at Ladbroke Grove, about a kilometre from here. For those who know nothing about how the political system is worked out, ask Qasim Ali or ask Abdijaliil. They'll explain it all to you. It takes a while to learn it, I can tell you. Anyway, I think we all know how important education is, whether you start early or later or go up to do a PhD. I know some of you have just completed PhDs, which I think is wonderful. It's really important. And of course, the CEO, one of the sponsors of Hollywood Telecom, comes from a family that used to herd camels. Now, it's not unusual for children to be the first in a family to go to university, even here, but the change from camel herding from the parents to go to running a very successful telecom company, I'd say that deserves applause. It's very nice to see this here because, as you know, or maybe you don't know, that this borough, which is actually it's the smallest in London, and it's the smallest, or one of the smallest in the country, with only about 143,000 electors, slightly higher residents, but they don't get counted quite the same way. And it's ethnically and religiously quite mixed. Of course, the dominant religion is Christianity, although how many people actually go to church every week is another question. We have a lot of Muslims here too. There's some Jews and other communities, which is great. So we are a great representative of the world, I'd say. Of course, this association is great. Look at the wonderful work it's done. You're all here. I don't know how many of you are from London and how many of you hiked in from somewhere else. But as you know, the association does a lot of good work supporting youngsters and not so youngsters up to 20s. We know how important this is when they give extra support to people at a young age, which they might lack for whatever reason, whether it's family reasons, difficulties in the family. The other day I attended an event organised by a charity that actually does intensive interventions for very young children, about 5 or 6, a program that's come from America, and it's the first one in the country to do it, and they have evidence that this really helps the children even 10, 15, 20 years later. So it's great work that this association does. I think that's it really. I'd like to thank the sponsors, Hollywood Telecom and Hollywood University. It is the 3rd year in the borough, and it's great that events like this get hosted in the borough. We have a variety of things happening and items hosted, so keep coming back. It's great, as I said, and long may this continue. Now I'd like to wish Councillors Ali and Noor and everyone else involved in much continuing success. And I do have to say that, of course, these 2 councillors I've mentioned, in fact, we have another one. I'm going to give him a name check, although he's just a visitor. He's looking around, but it's him over there, Councillor Mara Hanagi. We're all colleagues, councillors in the borough, and as you know, most of the stuff that goes on at local authority level is nothing to do with party politics, because we're trying to fix potholes and deal with people who've got housing problems and so on. I thank the organisers for inviting me. It's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you.